Perhaps you have not thought about it, but there are only two professions in the world you are born into. There's a king and a farmer. So I'm a farmer. And here you can see my farm, and you can see my village. Because my farm is so small, I have to do things in another way in order to make a living. So even if you can see the farm and the village, you cannot see here the norms that bind people together. They are, some are good, some are bad, but they all have in common that they want to hold you in place, do things as things used to be. I like to do things in other ways to make money for my living. When I do this, I meet the pressure of social conformity. And I quite immediately, as I see it, meet three options. I can conform. I can obey the majority, go back to the normal, and stay there. And then I will not create anything new. I can complain about the norms. I say I don't like them. But complaining, where does that get you? Nowhere. Or my preferred strategy is to confront the norms and do things in other ways anyhow. So one of the first norms I have challenged was the general stereotype of farmers. They are often called whining farmers. The general perception is that farmers whine a lot. The weather is never suitable, the crops are never good enough, and they never get enough money from the government. So, what if I took it to the opposite corner? If I made my business into the corner of good mood, not whining. So I applied for the trademark, Good Mood Farmer, and I got it. Typically, I have to wait 14 months for the bureaucrats to give me this one word, humørbonde, and I only have 3 weeks in the market to find out, does it work or does it not? So I put into action my inner values, what is a lot of inside me, that is humor, and when I have fun time, I challenge my fantasy. And when I challenge my fantasy, I also get a bit crazy. And when I'm really crazy, then I have to show courage in order to perform. So I'm now going to show you some of my projects and how they have gone and what the result has been in my community. I built a catapult from things I found on my farm. Everybody can build a catapult, but the main thing with this, that ammunition is horse poop. So this project I named the horse poop catapult. And if you load it with fresh ammunition, it will shoot 60 meters. Dry ammunition goes shorter because of the drift of the wind. The children love this very much. And we have also many adults coming to our farm, companies, groups, teams, whatever. And by accident, I discovered that they also enjoy the horse poop catapult. On one condition, that their boss was the target. So this became very popular. And it was said in my village, his grandfather would never have approved this, the village beast. And there was a lot of whining because when I used this project, the horse poop catapult, the ammunition, I charged $200 per kilo. And the whining was not from my customers, it was from my village. You cannot do that. Yes, I can. Because when I have city people on my farm, they are going home content and broke. When you do such things, you meet the law of Jante. The purpose of this law is to keep people in place and not do anything different from the rest of them. Don't think you are anything special. don't think you are as good as us. And there are 9 more paragraphs of this. A picture of the Jenteloven is bygdedyr, the village beast. The village beast is preaching the laws of Jante all the time, everywhere. It has never been seen. Many have felt it. And there are examples that people have been chased away from the village by this beast. So I was thinking, when nobody has seen it and it's just a feeling, it is invisible, we have to do some research. And I did a research and description of it, also categorizing in different species. And I wrote a book about the village beast. It's called 5 Balloons and a Hedgehog. Having many balloons in your hand is a picture of having a lot of new ideas that you want to test. And if you have many new ideas, immediately a hedgehog or the village beast will be inside the balloon and try to destroy them. So the discussion in my book is, how many balloons do you need to suffocate a hedgehog until it's dead? The invisible has also to be made visible in order to handle it. And I feel that the activities of the village beast are so destructive that they should not be performed in proximity to people. So I applied for the local authorities for a building permission for a village beast reserve. So this could be in a confined space on a safe place. So I got this permission. It took 3 years, but it made headlines all over the Norway. And here is pictures from the reserve. You can see the den. You can also see the throne of the village beast and the scratch marks you can see. And a lot of protest material, so if you are going to wine, you can go into the reserve, take the protest material, and you can go, no, it will never work. You don't have any efforts, you just go start protesting. And there's also a complaining wall, like in Jerusalem, you know, you put the papers in it. And if I now get my video from somewhere.
Du skal ikke tro at noen bryr seg om deg. 10, du skal ikke...
Og sutre mest mulig om det, og få aksept. Og gjerne aksept fra flere. Gjerne kanskje de også som positive. Ja, men du, hør nå her da. Det var jo litt dumt.
To this village beast reserve we take groups, companies, teams, visitors. And they discuss difficult items. Like absence problems, bullying at school, and so on. And I see that these surroundings facilitate very much the discussion. And the last exercise in the tour is group whining. I measure with the whinometer how good they are, how much they have learned, and what I have discovered. It is very difficult to whine for more than 1 minute without starting repeating yourself. Because normally we don't have so much to whine about. But we are recycling it. So then you can ask, what has this led to? It came an email to me from a lady who wants also to do things different in the village. And it was a warm and good email. It says, it is easy to walk behind you. So in some way or another, I have made a kind of infrastructure, a road for other people to follow if they like to do something different. So I have reached the top political level in our community. This is the mayor. She was at the closing ceremony of this reserve, because you cannot open it, you have to close it. And she said, this is humor and this is serious. because she is very focused on bullying in school. The building administration had in the documents in my building permission, this is to be a cultural monument for the extinct village beast. And also, not least but last, in my village, a group of people applied for the trademark Good Mood Village. And they got it. I did not have anything to do with it, but perhaps my idea was expanded to a new level. So this also got a lot of attention in the Norwegian newspapers, and I could see that it all now has moved to a new level. The administration is on, the politicals are on, and my village is now an outlier between Norwegian villages. So if you want to confront the norms, I should like you to bring along 3 good friends: humor, courage, and endurance. Good luck to you all.